Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, YouTubers. This is Jerry Diamond with How to Get Out of Babylon, Flat Earth Homeland, and Woman of the Woods. And just because I feel like doing it. Well, the reason I got into this was because yesterday I did an unboxing and video on the two tents that came on the same day, which were ordered the same day from two different companies and presumably from two vastly different places in China. And they both came the same day, so pretty awesome. So the video got deleted. So I just figured I started setting those out, and I had them in boxes over here in the stove box, winter well. I did a complete unboxing on that. I was awed by the craftsmanship and everything. I did a series of videos on that, and that's one of the things that got deleted when my phone or whatever, somebody got into my phone or whatever, decided to dump half of a 64 gigabyte, no, almost 3/4 of a, I don't know how much was on it. 64 gigabyte chip is half empty now. I don't know how, why, no idea. So anyway, I put a bunch of stuff out. Okay, so just to give you an idea of three things, I did a video, and it should be uploading, or did upload already, on the idea of, I've talked about this repeatedly, but paying it forward, helping other people out, being unselfish, and then combine that with the idea of storing things here. The trailer that Jersey will probably be living in, if nothing else works out, is a trailer that was partially, the down payment was made with money that was given to me by a man that came out here and spent one night here. One night. Left me with $450. So, and he said you can do three things with it. You can spend this money on yourself, you can give it to Bill, or you could buy a trailer in case I ever come back out, and for someone to use until I get there. Well, guess what? The trailer's there. It needs help. It needs work, like I say, but, Jersey will probably be living in it. So she was buying stuff, and I got to thinking, it sounds like she's buying stuff, some things that aren't really top quality, and I mean, you can always make that mistake and not fault in her. She was just buying stuff to get prepared, and we as we got to know each other and started deciding, hey, we're going to get married, she started shipping the stuff here. So one night, and by that time I think she'd kind of, as you could say, had fallen madly in love with me. I don't know, but one day I spent a whole bunch of time just putting some links together and sending them to her, just like, oh, this would be nice, and this would be nice, and this would be nice. Just things to look at. Just all it was in my mind. Well, poof, she ordered about everything. So this is one, and it's good. Now there is another one that comes in a little suitcase that you just flip the thing open, and you put a butane cylinder in there, and it's there we go. Okay. So, I knew about these from Y2K, year Y2K. Now, the other ones, you just open the suitcase and you plap the thing in. Now, this one, that's not going to happen. This one, you obviously have to take it out of the case. Maybe. Yeah. So, anyway, the reason I got this is because I like this one is stainless steel, although, it's light. And these are not stainless steel. These are like some kind of a pot metal. But the reason is you just stick a cylinder in there and slam that down, click, piezo, boom, you're cooking. That quick. I would recommend probably getting the other one. They are actually simpler because you can actually just flap that open in the case and cook in the case. This one is a little bit more touchy. Now, the reason that I like this is because this is a dual fuel. Okay, butane. The only reason I would have gotten these is because from Y2K, I still had a case of butane fuel that is going to be worth nothing except exciting target practice or something someday. So this one has propane, which is what you'd want to do, because propane bottles you can refill. You can probably refill butane too, but propane is just a lot more common, a lot easier, a lot cheaper. So you can get an adapter that will allow you to fill propane bottles. So I would highly recommend doing that. I think that thing fits underneath. So, okay. I want to say a word about something that I highly advise and highly recommend in looking for in people who you want to hang around with or put your life in the hands of, and that is being capable of making quick, accurate, decisive decisions. Okay? Sometimes you might make a faulty decision, but at least you can make quick, decisive decisions. And Jersey is doing that. And I'm going to talk here about a brother who's doing that, has done it. So these are, this is a larger version of that. And I'm just going to do a quick open boxing, whatever you want to call it. I'm not going to get it too involved here, because this is a double burner, and it has down here a Teflon coated griddle. Same thing applies. Now this is how the other one, nope, you still got to take this out. Okay, so this has a double burner with two butane things on each side, one on each end, a Teflon coated griddle, and again, it has the capability of butane in each thing or propane, and it comes with the adapter to make that happen. And I believe, yeah, it's in there. And there's one in each side, so you can run two propane bottles instead of butane. And this one actually, that is steel instead of pot metal. So anyway, gas one, portable double burner gas stove GS2000 is that model. All right, pause it. And the smaller one was a GS800. And the one that I would probably advise you to get would be the one in between those two. Very much the handiest of the three. So I'm going to move along to the shovel here. And this was, again, just an item of interest, and she got it. And it's a stainless steel blade. And I'm saying blade because it is a blade. It's got a very good serrated blade on that side. It has the digging spade part is very sharp, but it also has a knife edge on this side. So it's got a straight edge on that side, serrated, whatever size hex heads there for doing bolts. Looks like 1/2 and 9/16, but they could be metric. And a scale there, 10. And I'm going to guess that's centimeters, so those are probably metric heads. This one comes with a carrying case, has a compass, it has a knife inside. So it has a number 2 Phillips and a flat blade that fits in one handle. A knife, again, a serrated, no, it's a saw, not a serrated, but it's a saw, and a knife on that, and a dandelion digger, whatever. Oh, and it has a gut hook there, a gutting deal there. So the sheath head, or the shovel head, comes with a little cover to keep it protected, or keep protected whatever it's up against, and then a carrying case, shoulder strap carrying case. Now, overall, I would say this is a bit heavy. Adequate, could be used for a lot of things, including, if you didn't hit too hard, a weapon, or at least for slicing. I wouldn't throw it because the impact would probably not do the threading any good. but possibly. And not that that's what you would use with it. You never want to throw something that is an edged weapon. You want to slice, etc. So, all right, done with that one. That's Beaumart is the brand. Five Joy has some that are they're more expensive, about 2 or 3 times as much, but it is a good. Has a lot of stuff with it. A lot more survival type stuff, knife fishing stuff, I believe. Beaumart military portable. And I would say this on this note of shovels and whatnot. Cold Steel, their weapon is basically, and I had forgotten this. It's been a long time since I first started looking at them, and I have bought 3 of them. I gave one away to a lady that I felt needed the protective aspect of it, shall we say. And my sons bought one each. But the Cold Steel shovel is a copy of a Russian Special Forces Spetsnaz shovel. So that's what when I mentioned in another video, if it came up, the Russian Federation, you can get titanium Cold Steel type special shovels, which are actually the Cold Steel is a Russian type. But anyway, you can throw them, use them for cutting, cooking, and everything else. So, all right, moving along. Now, I'm going to start talking about something else in relation to getting prepped and getting to your quote-unquote bug-out location. If you're in a place where you know you're likely not going to be in a